It's your homeboy Edu, and I'm here again to share my opinions about what happened tonight at the Champions League knockout stage and what I feel tomorrow is going to look like. I'm also going to touch a little bit on the election that happened. So coming down to today's game, the game everybody was kind of watching and hoping for miracles to happen were teams like Chelsea versus PSG, but PSG went at Chelsea and trashed them another 3-0. I'm not even in the mood to banter with any Chelsea fan. I'm not going to send them any message. I'm not in the mood to spread hate. I feel like they're not there yet. I feel like it was a very bad decision to sack their coach, Enzo Maresca. This current Harry Potter guy that is coaching them now, I really don't know what it's on about. And then coming down to Man City and Real Madrid, I felt like Man City should have put up more of a fight in this game. At least winning their own home ball. I guess this is the end of the road for Pep Guardiola. Every good thing must come to an end. I feel like after this season, he shouldn't continue. He doesn't have anything to prove. I feel like the team is not buying into the message he has for them. The only way that I see Man City competing is if Man City do away with a striker like Haaland. A lot of people don't get it when I say this because they feel like Haaland scores a lot of goal and everybody wants to have a Haaland in their team. But I feel like he affects the mobility of the team, which is something I complain about sometimes with Lewandowski. But when you have a striker that is very flexible, most times you see Flick play with Ferran, which we are going to see tomorrow because Lewandowski over the weekend played the whole 90 minutes or thereabout. When you have a player like Ferran in your team, or a player that is very flexible as your number 9, the likes of Aguero, the likes of Julian Alvarez, which is the reason why I wanted him in my team, but I don't want that anymore because of the price tag that Atletico Madrid is putting on him, and knowing Matthew Armani is going to make it very difficult for us. You need that kind of striker. Man City had that before, with Aguero. I didn't know why they let Alvarez leave, but the team is not totally balanced. That's not to say that Real Madrid is better, but Real Madrid just have this killer mentality. Once they sense blood, they are going for it. They are taking the bites, they're taking you down. And that's what happened tonight again. And it's quite unfortunate. I would have won a lot of money tonight from that match, but I was very impatient and that hurt. It really hurt. Then Bodo Glimt, their journey came to an end tonight. I expected more from Bodo Glimt, but unfortunately for them, Sporting was too much for them to ride. I felt like they were going to win Sporting home and away, but that didn't happen. And they're out of the tournament. They gave it a big run. They were the surprise of the tournament this season. And I don't see Sporting, going past an Arsenal, for instance. So it's still good. Okay, Arsenal and Bayer Leverkusen played today. I almost forgot that because in my mind, I just knew Arsenal was going to win. Arsenal is a clear favorite in almost all the tournament this season. And I don't think they're going to pick all the tournaments. I feel like they're going to win the Premier League at this point because Man City is not stressed about that tournament. I don't see them putting on the kind of fight I expect them to put on. Arsenal is a big challenger for the Champions League this season. Now I'm going over to the game tomorrow, FC Barcelona and Newcastle. What do I expect from that game? I feel Barcelona is going to go crazy at their stadium. This is a stadium that they have played close to 12 matches, over 12 matches, and they haven't lost. And now Newcastle is going to come to Camp Nou. When we went to, their own stadium, they turned up the heat, and I know our fans are going to come out. I know they're going to let Newcastle feel what it's like coming to Camp Nou. The same scenario that happened with Atletico Madrid might be the same situation again. Because trust me, Atletico Madrid had pace, and they had all that, but when you're in Camp Nou, you know that you're in Camp Nou. Coupled with the fact that we have now extended our attendance level to 62,000 in the new we got the approval last week, and it was one of the amazing news from last week. So it's going to be a hot boiling match tomorrow. I'm expecting Barcelona to win with 2 goals and above. I feel like Newcastle is going to score. But Barcelona will just be too much for them in the Camp Nou. Pedri was properly rested. He played half the match over the weekend, and Lamine Yamal was rested properly, and he's been posting a lot of things that is making me believe that tomorrow is going to be entertaining. So I'm looking forward to that. Then the other matches that people are expecting to watch tomorrow and seek a result is Liverpool versus Galatasaray. For some reason, I don't know what I'm going to say about this match. I feel like Liverpool is not dependable. I don't trust the coach. And Galatasaray has what it takes to hurt Liverpool. But the question is, will they take advantage of their chances when they get it? Because during the first leg, they could have scored more than one goal. But it so happened that they were probably playing. They are not very, very consistent with how they score their goals. So that match, I don't know. I just know that there will be a lot of corners for Galatasaray. And then Bayern Munich and Atlanta, I feel like that match is gone. I really don't know what Atlanta is going to try to get off that match. I feel like there's nothing that they're going to do that will help them. Bayern Munich, I don't know why I keep confusing them. Bayern Munich is still going to win again, and it's going to be like a straight win, right? They're going to score a couple of goals, but I'm not so quite sure about the goals because Bayern Munich will try to impress their fans after getting a draw over the weekend. They would like to rebuild that confidence in their fans again. And I'm excited that Madrid is going to play Bayern Munich, right? I'm so excited about that. And even if they defeat Bayern Munich, there is chances for them to play PSG. So I'm also very excited about that. Now, Atletico Madrid is going to beat Tottenham, right? Spurs. They're going to beat Tottenham. I feel like they're going to score another 2 goals against Tottenham tomorrow. But let's see how that goes. Now, finally, to the elections that happened over the weekend. I was rooting for Joan Laporta because I feel like he has done a very good job ever since he came back in this, dispensation to be the leader of the club. We were in a very bad spot, and he kind of managed to turn things around to the point where we are attracting players again to the club. We are competing in, big nights in Europe. We are getting good endorsements. We're in the conversation again because we got to a point where we were just like a laughing stock, looking back to where we are coming from. And it might not be this season, it might not be next season, but I just know that there's a Champions League down the line with Joan Laporta as our leader. And Hansi Flick seems to be like in cohesion with him. They understand each other and it's working out fine with Deco. But what I want to use this opportunity to beg Joan Laporta is, please, I saw a report today where you are saying that Lewandowski deserves a contract. You're going to give him a contract, maybe in a reduced wage and whatnot. Let him go. This is not a charity organization. We really don't have a lot of room for our wage bill. And I feel like Lewandowski is not that kind of player that, want to come down from what he's earning. I feel like he should go to Saudi. I feel like he should go to the US and try and earn more, right? You should just leave the club. He has tried. He doesn't know how to hold up play anymore. He doesn't know how to run anymore. He missed a lot of chances over the weekend, face to face with goal. And I don't know whether it's a confidence thing because he's quite a sharp striker. But I want him to leave. And I want us to go for a striker. I'm not going to mention the striker now. Let's qualify against Newcastle first, and then I'll come back with a video to explain why I'm choosing this striker and why I feel the striker is the best striker for this club. Until next time. Anyway, see you guys in my next video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know your opinions about everything I've said. What do you